All right, it is super hot in here this week, but we are getting shiplap up. I'm cleaning this floor, and then we are gonna start putting up shiplap. We talked to the city. So because we have this 10-inch adobe block wall here, it's double layer thick, we don't have to insulate this outside wall because this is better than any insulation you can buy. And because of that, we don't have to sheetrock then shiplap, at least this part of the house. In the new part of the house, there will be sheetrock and then shiplap.
And we are going to insulate the eaves.
Every time you do that, it makes me want to eat pancakes.
Well, don't eat this.
Yeah, no. But it makes me look forward to Sunday. I think there's a spider. Nope, that's a nail. I thought there was a spider in it.
So this will help with airflow.
Bugs.
Bugs mostly. It'll keep mice out.
Because underneath here is the crawl space. And I'm not a big fan of bugs in my house. And it'll foam up a little bit.
So this is just the great stuff.
It's not technically insulation, it just seals up the gaps.
No, expands and fills, seal and insulate gaps.
Oh.
Reduce drafts and save energy.
All right. Every stud is gonna get 2 nails, and as soon as I get this first board in, I'm gonna measure for the second board, and then we're gonna put a big nail in between it. Oops, look, Zeb dripped a little. Zeb, you got a paper towel?
Yeah, somewhere.
We're gonna put a nail in here to space it, and then we'll just go all the way up. When I get to where that box is, that's where Zeb comes in handy because he's gonna have to jig out that hole. And then we just keep going all the way up, and Zeb's gotta insulate in there.
I got this little froth pack kit. It does 200 board feet. It's a sealing kit. It's essentially spray insulation. And I'm gonna be using this up in the eaves and the rafters and insulating on the top of the roof eventually. But this kit's not gonna do enough for that. This will just get the eaves today. These kits work really great to do a lot of insulating, but if you're gonna use one, make sure you get your PPE on. Because of the situation, I was unable to find the chemistry style goggles that cover your entire eyes. So I have on some goggles that I think will work. They're for snorkeling, but they'll keep anything out of my eyes and keep stuff from splattering in there more than regular safety glasses would. All right, so it got a little bit messy because I was kind of just squirting it in there, filling a really large gap and trying to build it up, because it expands to about 1 inch or 2 if you just do a really thin layer. But that is all sealed up, no more gaps in the back or up above, and should be airtight and bug tight and really help insulate the top of this wall here where there isn't any brick.
We are at the post office on our way to pick up our babies.
The little chickens came in today.
Oh, they're so cute.
Eliza, are you excited? How long have you been waiting for the chicks?
Like 2 months.
Since I got rid of the last chickens?
They all look like they're moving, so that's good. Everybody's alive.
All right, let's go get them out of there. They're loud.
These chicks, they're gonna like their new house. They're gonna think they moved to a mansion. They're probably all just gonna hang out in one area.
Yeah, they'll huddle together. That's what they do. All right, so pine shavings, so they've got something to walk on and they're not just standing in their poo and their pee all day. And we can clean this out easier.
These are splash silky bantams, so they'll get about this big, and they're white with gray, and they're fluffy like a cat, and it goes all the way down to their feet, which means they don't even really look like chickens. They look like fluffy balls of fun.
Fluffy balls of fun.
Here's the unboxing. It's baby. They're the fluffiest little chicks ever.
There's 15 of them in there.
Hi, babies. Oh. You can see they're fluffy, like down to their, even their little toes. They're like when you have a little baby and they're hairy all over.
They all survived.
Jack was our hairiest baby.
He was.
He was like a little Wookiee.
Well, it looks like they come with plenty of fluff on them.
Yeah.
Like they should be able to regulate their temperature pretty well.
Oh, that one's scared.
So they're not finding the feed good, and they've been in here for 2 days in their little box traveling here, so you gotta kind of help them out a little bit and show them. Dip their beaks in the water some. so that they know where that's at. I'm being attacked. This guy here's snuggled up. They got their heat zone because they need to be about 100 to 105 degrees. And then it can cool off over in the back corner.
Are they all figuring out the water and the food?
Yep, I've dipped a few of their beaks. Once a couple of them know, they'll all find it.
I think this one over here needs some help. This one's skinny.
Which one?
That one right there.
This little one right here?
That one's gonna be really gray.
Oh, I'm gonna show her where the water's at. Dip the beak. Oh, there's the water, yeah. There it is. All right. And the food's right there too. There, you found it. Good job. Here comes Odilia. She is unloading all those pallets of shiplap, 2 pallets. So 128 pieces, 6 by 1/2 inch by 12 feet shiplap. Did we get lucky with that and we only have to cut out the next one for the outlet?
You can cut it right at the bottom. Tell them what you're doing, Zeb.
Well, we've got an outlet here that we have to cut out for, so that's what I'm doing.
Cut down a hole.
Hey, goes right on.
Did you ever have any doubt?
Sometimes I miss.
Yeah, because it's by an outlet. So MDF shiplap, if you like hang nails in it or have things you got to move around a lot, that MDF just isn't going to hold up over time. But these pine boards, if we have to fill them, they'll be just fine. And if you get like a water leak with MDF shiplap,
Oh yeah, it's just all swelled up in the
it'll be gone. It's like cheap MDF furniture, like the kind with a particle board, versus like really well solid wood furniture. The solid wood is always going to last longer.
This wall is almost done. We're trying to decide if we want to leave the ceiling white, the old ceiling joists, leave them natural wood, paint them. We don't know yet.
So if we decide to leave the ceiling joist natural, my vote is to cut the shiplap, but paint it before we put up. So that way we only have to cut in the ceiling and not around each individual beam. We're gonna paint the beams, which is probably the better option. They're pretty grody. Then we can just put it in and then spray it. I vote we probably should just paint it all.
Paint it all.
If we want to bring in some natural elements, we have some old lumber from the house. And I think we could do some open shelvings. We're gonna do cabinets below, one tall cabinet in the middle and open shelving on each side.
Well, and we could even leave some of those cabinets more of like a natural wood look too if you wanted to bring in some wood.
Well, no, probably not. But we could take these cabinets that we're doing on this side, the open ones, and then bring them L over this way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, and do an L-shaped cabinet here to maximize storage.
Well, we have a lot of room. It's a 90-inch wall. That's a lot of cabinetry for a pantry.
All right, let's see if I measured right.
Moment of truth.
Oh, yeah. Did I trace it on each side and I missed? But that's not bad.
No,
I'll just shave it a little. I could probably just...
Yeah, I think, you don't want to move that plastic around because that's going to make your plug sit weird.
I'll just shave it a little.
So Jamie is working on the shiplap and I am getting the lighting going in here so that we can work through the night.
Okay, so the next one I have to just do this part, right?
Yep, just the top bit.
Okay, I think I can do that. That's not too hard.
Yeah, the jigsaw's not scary.
Jigsaw's actually probably easier than this nail gun. Look, you guys.
She got a blister in like 5 boards.
It's from where the nail gun sits on my little thumb. So this one's good, this one's good, this one not so good. But
it looks great.
I think the outlet cover will cover. If it doesn't, we'll silicone it and a bench is going here. And if I do this like 20 more times, I might get good at it.
Yeah, you might.
Or I might not.
No, I think you'll do fine.
Don't you feel this? I get all these perfect cuts and the first one I get wrong. I measured an inch too long.
It's all right. You know what? This is looking really good.
I know, you gotta get that extra trimmer in because I'm gonna be up and over and then I'm gonna come down the other side and then I'm gonna do that side. And then you're gonna have to frame in the door.
If you get ahead of me, you can cut some of that foam out of there.
Well, I could cut the trimmer. I mean, how hard was it to cut a 2x4 and toenail it in?
It's not hard. Jamie's finishing the shiplap on that back wall, and I am gonna add the trimmers so we can frame in the door here. So we've got lights over there on, but I haven't wired up the rest of the lights. We're waiting to paint the pantry to finish putting this light in. So construction lighting it is for now.
My bun's stuck. I'm sure my nose is bright red.
You're good.
I've been sweating for like 8 hours now.
It's 12:23 in the morning, and we're ready to wrap it up. The kids have been in bed a long time ago. Delia fed them and put them to sleep, but the shiplap in the pantry is like 90% complete. We got to do some trim on the top.
I'm gonna go with 95. We just gotta trim all the top and then we're done. The good news is that tomorrow we can get started planning the cabinetry and the storage in here. So hopefully Monday we can get in here and get things painted.
Yeah, well, and you know what? The way we work, Jamie will find something on the marketplace tomorrow. She'll be like, can you retrofit this in? I'll be like, sure. And then it'll happen tomorrow.
Make sure you guys hit up JamiRayVintage.com for the paint and the products that we use in our shop, and JamiRayVintageHome.com for your home decor. Both websites help support our channel. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY. This one here is trying to take a little nap. Can't even hold still during nap time.